The house was quiet, but his mind was a war zone. Bills scattered across the kitchen table, his phone buzzing non-stop with family requests, and his head pounding from another day of chasing deadlines. Amir dropped his briefcase, loosened his tie, and let out a sigh so heavy it shook the silence. He wasn't just tired, he was worn, frustrated, and increasingly bitter. His children tiptoed around him. His wife no longer smiled when he walked through the door. The laughter that once filled the living room now echoed only in memory. To Amir, every new day felt like another burden, another set of problems waiting to pile up. That night, while trying to rest his eyes on the couch, his 9-year-old son Zaid gently approached him, holding a notebook. "Baba, can you help me with my homework?" It was a simple question, but to Amir it felt like a demand. "Zaid, not now. Can't you see I've got enough going on already?" he snapped. Zaid flinched. "Okay," he whispered, retreating like a shadow dissolving into darkness. Hours passed. The television droned in the background, his headache fading slowly. Guilt began to creep in, wrapping its fingers around his chest. Amir rose and walked toward Zaid's room to check on him. There he was, curled up with the notebook still clutched in his hand, fast asleep. Amir carefully pried the book from his son's grip, planning to place it on the desk. But as he turned to leave, a line written in large, shaky handwriting caught his eye. "Things I don't like at first, but later realize are good for me." Curious, Amir sat down on the edge of the bed and read. "Final exams. They're scary, but they bring summer vacation, bitter medicine, yucky taste, but it helps me get better. Alarm clocks. They're annoying, but it means I'm still alive to hear them. My dad's yelling, 'It hurts,' but after, he hugs me, brings me toys, and I know it's because he loves me." Amir felt the air leave his lungs. He stared at those last words until they blurred with tears. "It hurts, but it means he loves me." In that single moment, something shattered inside him and something else awakened. He looked around the room, eyes landing on the drawings Zaid had taped to the walls. Every one of them had Amir in it, holding his son's hand, carrying him on his shoulders, smiling, always smiling. And yet lately Amir couldn't remember the last time he had smiled. He began to reflect. The bills that stressed him meant he had a home. The family that called him constantly meant he was loved and trusted. The chaos of raising children meant he had been blessed to be a father. Even the arguments with his wife meant they still cared enough to fight. What once looked like burdens were actually signs of abundance. That night, he didn't return to the couch. He lay beside Zaid and pulled him close. He didn't say a word. He didn't need to. The next morning, Amir made breakfast. Not perfectly, he burned the toast, but Zaid laughed, and so did his wife. It was the first time in a long time that the house felt like a home again. From that day forward, Amir didn't stop working hard. Life didn't magically become easy, but everything changed because he changed. When problems arose, he no longer saw them as curses, but as reminders of all that he had. His yelling was replaced with patience, his sighs with deep breaths of gratitude, and every time life tested him again, he would remember that line in the notebook. "My dad's yelling means he loves me." That was the day Amir learned one of life's greatest secrets. You don't need to change your circumstances to change your life. Sometimes, all you need is a new perspective. Life lesson. Many of the things we complain about today are the very things someone else is praying for. Gratitude is not about ignoring challenges. It's about recognizing that hidden within them are signs of life, love, and opportunity. Because when you change how you look at things, the things you look at begin to change.